Prince George, made eerie prediction about future of the royal family that actually came true. When it comes to the history of the British royal family, King George V has long been considered somewhat of an enigma. Previously known as Prince George, the former monarch is arguably best known for having ruled Britain through much of World War I. During this time, he changed the family's name from Saxe-Coburg-Gotha to Windsor, and wed the fiancée of his late brother, Prince Albert's wife, Mary of Teck. Whilst he mightn't have maintained the throne for too long, ascending to the position in 1910 and remaining there until his death in 1936, he certainly made quite the impression amongst historians. This is because King George V was also said to have boasted some behind-the-scenes peculiarities, including an alleged plethora of hidden tiger and dragon tattoos, a secret obsession with stamp collecting, and most surprisingly, a psychic ability. The former king, who was actually the grandfather of the late Queen Elizabeth II, making him the great-grandfather of the current King Charles III, was reportedly infamous for his fiery outbursts, during which he made passionate speeches. The Earl of Derby previously recalled one instance, where King George V told his 6 children, "My father was frightened of his mother, I was frightened of my father, and I am damned well going to see to it that my children are frightened of me." According to long-standing royal rumors, it was during one of these frantic rants that King George V made a particularly niche prediction about the future of the institution, which later transpired to be wholly accurate. According to the Express, on this one recorded occasion, the king began shaming his eldest son, Prince Edward, for his lack of responsibility and focus on the lady folk. You remember Prince Edward, the future king who famously fell in love with American actress and twice divorcee Wallis Simpson. Well, during said rant behind the walls of Buckingham Palace, King George V was said to have told witnesses, "After I am dead, the boy will ruin himself within 12 months. Apparently, however, in the years that followed, the king grew closer to his eldest son, despite his lack of duty to the country. He is also said to have admitted on a different occasion, "I pray to God my eldest son will never marry and have children, and that nothing will come between Bertie and Lilibet and the throne." Tragically, however, followers of the royal family don't need to be reminded that King George V's initial prediction is exactly what happened. The king died in 1936, aged just 70, following a combination of wartime injuries, chronic bronchitis and septicemia. Despite Prince Edward initially vowing to step up to the plate, less than 12 months after his father's death, he abdicated. Edward has announced his plans to wed Simpson, after which the head of the Church of England was condemned by the Archbishop of Canterbury and the British cabinet. As a result, he handed the throne to his younger brother, who became King George VI, and wed the actress. The latter monarch is actually Queen Elizabeth's father, famously portrayed by Colin Firth in the Oscar-winning blockbuster, The King's Speech. He ruled until his premature death from lung cancer in 1952, aged 56, after which the Queen ascended to the throne.